Hey guys, welcome back to the Pink Club. And for today, I did not feel like filming like anything else, but I had planned to do yet another video that did not seem to need a long form video, but here we are. And I'm basically just going to do my morning skincare while I tell you about my top 5 most underrated K-pop soloists. And please keep watching. So I just washed my face, and now I'm going to go in with these Medicube toner pads that I got the other day. And I don't really know if I like them yet. Just now trying them out, just to see, get a feel for them. Anyway, for the number 5 spot is Minnie of i-dle, formerly i-dle. And the reason why I picked her is because, I don't know, I just feel like she would be the least, not the most, but the least biased member of the group, in my opinion. And she's the reason why I found i-dle in the first place. Well, back when it was called i-dle. She did a project or a solo artist on YouTube named Wenji. If you probably don't even know this already. But that's how I found Minnie, and later on in life, I found i-dle because of Minnie, and I started falling in love, more and more in love with the group when Super Lady came out. One of their full albums came out around the time I fell in love with the group because of Minnie. I found them because of Minnie, and I actually have her solo debut album. I pre-ordered it along with ahead of GOT7's latest comeback at the time. But funny enough, Minnie's album came in the mail first, so that was a bit funny how things work. But anyway, I love Minnie. Aside from maybe Chungha, Minnie would probably be my alt bias because she was the one that introduced me to i-dle, really. So that's how I found Minnie. That's how Minnie became basically my bias, and that's why I put her in the number 5 spot. I'm gonna finish doing the rest of this toner pad, and I'll be right back to get to the number 4 spot. Next, in number 4, fourth place is Irene of Red Velvet. And I chose her because she just had her solo debut, I think 1 year ago, not 2 years ago. So she's still kind of new to the solo thing because it took literally 10 years for her to finally get a solo debut. And amongst all the members that have solo careers, I feel like she would be the least, I don't want to say interesting because that sounds mean, but for lack of a better word, the least interesting member to have a solo career because she just started out a year ago, 2 years ago. Sorry, I can't remember. But the reason I personally like Irene is because I just like her vibe. She's beautiful, and her solo song Like a Flower is a total bop, and her aesthetic is literally something I would absolutely love. And her personal favorite color back in the day when they first debuted was pink, so that sold me there. And she's also making her first solo comeback with her first full album, and I'm so excited about it, and I can't wait to start saving up my money until I eventually buy it. And so that's Irene in 4th place. And if you're wondering, I'm just putting Vaseline because I don't have moisturizer on me in my hand. And I say I'm resourceful. So anyway, I'm gonna put this away, and I'll be back for 3rd place, which you might think I'm crazy for. So while I do my eye cream, I'm going to tell you about the person in 3rd place, which is Jisoo of BLACKPINK. And I know Jisoo is probably one of the most pious members in the group besides Rose and Lisa and Jennie, but to me, she's the least biased in the group, and for lack of better terms, the least popular member. But when she made her solo debut, finally, there were bops. I'm sorry. What do you want me to say? Obviously, she's very beautiful. She's obviously well known with her endorsement deals and K-dramas that she's doing. And she just recently released another one, which is on Netflix, and I might watch it because it looks like something I would watch for research purposes. And also, I just love Jisoo. I don't know what it is about Jisoo. I just love her vibe and every single contest that she's in. Everything besides BLACKPINK stuff, like her solo stuff. I just fall in love with her more and more. No, Jennie is my queen, but Jisoo needs more love, y'all. She does need more love. And that's why I put her in 3rd place. I'm done with that, and I'm finally getting to my lip care routine because it's been cold lately, and these lips need some TLC. So the next person in the number 2 spot, I put Chungha, formerly of IOI, who are recently having a comeback for their 10th anniversary, I think it is, which is really cool. I don't know if she'll participate, but again, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I put Chungha because, again, with Irene, Minnie, and even Jisoo, her songs are just bops. And you're gonna find this really funny with how I found Chungha in the first place. So when K-pop fans release dance covers to popular songs, well, I found this one girl who was doing a dance cover to Chungha's song Snapping, like Snapping. And I was like, wait, what is this song? And then I went on Shazam and then it said Snapping by Chungha. And I was like, oh. And then I later found out that she was in a group called i-dle and she has more solo music, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I put it on Spotify, and 3 years later it's still on one of my playlists. I haven't heard the song in a while, but honestly, if I were to play it right now, I would honestly fall back in love. And then a couple years later, I was at the time getting into 80s, was already a baby 18, and I heard that she was doing a song with Wonho, which I was like, what in the world? That is a collab that I never thought that we would meet, but it turns out we did. And apparently she was a big 80s fan, so I love that for her. Us 80s gotta stick together, right? By the way, I'm a multistan, so don't come for me, please. Anyway, when the song first came out, I feel like I could get with this, and then when Honju's verse came on, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely going on the playlist. Still haven't added it yet, but after this video, if I remember to, I might go and do that immediately after this or while editing and whatnot. By the way, our internet is completely out of whack today, so sharing that information, you don't know what you're supposed to do with it, just bear with it, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to do the last step, which is put on lip balm, and I am just going to tell you what's in the #1 spot, which is Wonho, formerly of Monsta X. And I know that you might be thinking, everyone knows Wonho already, but 2020, 2021, sure, it was a little bit more popular back then. But ever since that man came back from the military and up until recently, I see nobody talking about him at all, which is kind of a shame. I don't know what it is, but his newer songs are just not getting that much traction or something like that. I have no idea, but honestly, they're underrated by me too, because I haven't listened to Wonho in a hot minute, and honestly, I haven't even put the songs that I mainly listen to from Wonho on my playlist yet. And now saying that, I am going to do that after filming this. Plus, that man is just so fine. What is it with idols when they reach their 30s? They just get more and more fine. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's the aura, especially after being in the industry for so long. Who knows? Maybe it's just me being shallow, but at least I'm self-aware enough to realize that, right? But that is my top 5 list of most underrated K-pop albums, K-pop soloists, in my opinion. So, sorry, my little tray keeps spinning out of control. But anyway, that is pretty much it for me. So please make sure to comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. And until next week, stay cozy and stay pink. Bye.